Welcome to Great Day Live. I'm Janelle Martinez.
And I'm Allison Godlove. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. If you need something sweet, maybe you're missing the Girl Scout cookies that ended the sales like back in April, you can go to Krispy Kreme and you can get some.
Yes, they're doing 3 flavors. So they're doing like a Thin Mint one, a Lemon Up, they're calling it, and a Caramel Delight, which I think is a Samoa.
Yeah, and they look like it.
Yes.
So we cut into these donuts. So
I know. Can you imagine if we just like, yeah, I mean.
So we cut into them because we both wanted to try the Thin Mints.
I know, because do you have a favorite Girl Scout cookie?
I go between like the Thin Mints and then maybe there's a peanut butter one that I kind of like when it's cold.
Yes, yeah, that's good. So I'm a Thin Mint girly. So I love Thin Mints. I keep them in the, freezer like you're supposed to. Okay.
Ooh, it tastes like a Thin Mint.
Tastes just like a Thin Mint.
Actually, when I opened the box, I was like,
you
oh,
smelled
Thin
the mint.
Mints. Yeah.
So it looks like maybe they have cookie crumbles of Thin Mints on top. Oh my gosh.
And
that
I'm
is
sure
super good.
the lemon ones are filled.
Yeah, so the lemon ones are filled. So that's but this is neat. So this is for a limited time.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time to get these.
Only while supplies last, I believe. So
we were lucky we got them then this morning. But go check it out.
But these are really good. I mean, I think if I wanted a donut, I would actually buy the Thin Mint one.
Yeah.
But I think if I just wanted like dessert, I would eat the Thin Mint cookies because I like a little crunch.
Yes, and maybe because the Thin Mint ones are known to be like cold. You gotta put them in the freezer and do that whole thing. So
you could put these in the refrigerator, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But they're great.
They're great. They're good. Go check them out. We
Yeah.
wanted to try them since they're limited time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, this other travel trend, have you heard about this? This is a thing where couples are intentionally, they are just separating when they get to the airport. They go through security, and then they go do whatever they want, and then they meet back at the gate so that they can get on the flight.
Okay.
And this is because people have different things they like to do while they're waiting for their flight.
Right.
So for me, I am get there early. I like to be give me plenty of time because I don't like to be rushed.
Right.
But then I like to go, my vacation starts when I'm in the airport.
Okay.
We're getting a glass of wine, we're relaxing, we're walking around the shops, we're doing all of that. My husband is, I sit at the gate and do nothing, stare at his phone, take a nap, all that kind of thing.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a name for this, but it's
airport divorce?
Airport divorce. I mean, I guess we do this, but not intentionally.
Oh, you already do it.
Well, we're not okay, we're getting divorced now. We'll meet back at the gate, but it's just all right, I'm gonna go get Starbucks, and he's like, I'm gonna go get a magazine, and we're like, all right.
And then do you go do your own thing, and then you meet at the gate?
Yeah, because what are we gonna do? Follow him to the?
Oh, I make my husband follow me.
Oh,
I'm I say I'm not sitting at the gate. We're going to sit. You can get a water, you can get a pop, you can get coffee, do whatever you want.
We're getting pop, okay.
You get a Diet Coke, get whatever you want. But I'm I cannot sit at the gate. I would go insane. That's too much to sit there, and then you got to sit on a plane.
Right. No, that's true. No, I do like to get my things.
Yeah.
But I'll get my things, and he'll get his things, but we don't need to go and get our things together. So
I guess maybe I should let him go and do his own thing. He's going to go sit at the gate.
Right.
I'll know where to find him.
I know. Well, you know what? It is good to have someone sit at the gate in case,
Oh, they'll just call your name. That's happened to me before.
Yeah, I know.
They're like, Allison, we're boarding.
Right.
Get over here.
I get the text, Group A, hurry up. So, so it's kind of nice to have that, too.
Something to think about. If it's going to make travel, they say, a lot easier, and you're not going to be as, anxious and stressed out when you get to your flight. Everyone's done their own thing. They feel good.
Makes sense.
Good to go.
Try it out. Yeah.
All right, so we talked a little bit about breakfast, but we have something really good to share with you. Kiki's, it's a great place to gather for a meal with your friends and family. So coming up, we are getting a look at some summer brunch trends they're adding to their menu.
And while you might have had apple pie and watched some fireworks over the weekend, the animals at Zoo Tampa had their own kind of patriotic fun, and you can see more of it throughout the month of July. We learn more coming up. But we are starting out today with the owner of the Rialto Theater. The historic Tampa landmark is serving up more than just special events. Angie is here to tell us more about their 3 concepts. So welcome to the show. Great to have you here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
So I want to start out by talking about this building. I love historic buildings. I know my house is over 100 years old. This theater is 101.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So tell me about the building and a little bit of the history.
So it's opened in 1924, so it's 101, will be 102 this year. They opened up as a playhouse with O'Brien Girl, and then it turned into a cinema, so a movie theater, and then a car dealership, and then about 10 years ago into an event space.
Wow, so this is a great place to have weddings, bridal showers, all kinds of things.
Yes.
So you kind of took it over about when? About a year ago? Or?
Yeah, not quite. October
Yeah.
of last year.
Okay,
Yes.
and so you wanted to kind of add to the event space. So,
Yes.
so what was your idea for the space?
Well, I just thought it's so beautiful, and for an event, you can come in, you know, for your weddings and things, but I just wanted people to be able to enjoy it every day. So we decided to open up a tea room, which I had a tea room many years ago, and that would honor its history a little bit. And then we decided to also do a cafe where you didn't have to have a reservation, that you could just come enjoy it every day.
Right, so what are we looking at right here? This looks like a little shop. Is that the tea room right there that we're looking at?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
that's beautiful. So how does that compare to what it used to look like? Did you kind of go back to the way it originally was, or did you completely reimagine the space?
We pretty much reimagined it. Before, it was Rosemary Cottage, and it had a little more cottage feel. So we did the mix and match china. We did a little more different themes in each room. For this, we wanted to elevate it a little because the building is elevated.
Right.
So
It's
we wanted to
beautiful.
make
Oh my
sure, and our china is all our signature china. We have real silver that we acquired from hotels in London. So we have like the Connaught, the Savoy, the Ritz that we serve in real silver,
Wow.
which we did not do before.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so now you made a point to me earlier. I learned something about tea because you serve afternoon tea, not high tea, because there's a difference.
Yes.
So kind of explain to me the difference there.
Okay, so high tea, it's a simple Google search. High tea is nothing more than meat and potatoes at 8 in the evening on a high table with tea.
Okay.
Afternoon tea started about in 1840 with the Duchess of Bedford, Anna, and they would have early morning breakfast around 8, lunch around 11, high tea around 8 p.m., and around 3 or 4 she would get hungry, so she'd send her servants down to the kitchen to get some little tea and pastries, and hence 3 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon you had afternoon tea. It became popular, and that's
Well, I want her life. That
Right?
sounds amazing. Okay, so you do the afternoon tea.
Yes.
So what does that consist of? Talk about these beautiful pastries and sandwiches, and you make these daily.
Yes,
right
we
there.
make them from scratch in our kitchen. So you usually start out, so on the bottom, we will always have a coronation chicken salad croissant. That was the Queen's favorite recipe. And then should always be a cucumber sandwich on an afternoon tea tray. And usually there's an egg salad that we have. Now, we switch it out, you know, every few days. But this week we have a pimento cheese that is not English at all.
That's okay.
However,
We'll
if you're
take it.
Southern, you know, you know. So
Right.
we do have and then we have in the middle our signature orange scones with slivered almonds, and we only served those in our last tea room. But we continued on, and then you also get a Downton Abbey scone, and we actually got the recipe from the chef of Downton Abbey.
Really?
And they used to serve these to the actors every day, so it's just a plain English scone.
Oh, I guess
So
that
was
helped
fun.
them to get into character.
Yes,
I imagine. Okay.
absolutely.
And then you have some sweet treats.
Yes,
up
and
here.
then we have macarons and lemon curd tarts with berries and chocolate-covered strawberry, and this all changes, you
Yeah.
know, on a weekly, bi-weekly.
Yeah. Okay, and then of course the tea. So you're gonna pour some tea
And then our
for
tea,
us?
yes.
Okay.
So we have two kinds today. We do have a carrot cake rooibos,
Oh.
and this is very popular. We also have this in our cafe, and we make lattes out of it, so you
Okay.
can get the cold foam and things.
Yeah.
But we do have, if you want me to
Yes,
pour.
yes, I'd love for you to pour.
Okay.
Okay, we only have like 30 seconds, but I need some
Okay.
tea, right? So which
Yes.
one is this that you're
So
pouring?
this is a carrot cake rooibos, and it's very nutty, very flavorful. Tastes like carrot cake.
I can try it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
We have sugar and
Oh, it
cream, but if you
smells
don't, but it's very
amazing.
good without sugar as well.
I love it. Oh, I forgot how much I like tea.
Yes.
No wonder it's such a big deal over there.
It's very healthy.
This is amazing. Okay, so if someone wants to reach you to either book an event or reserve
Yes.
the afternoon tea, how can they find you?
So you can get on our website, and you can. Our event phone number is there. Our reservation phone number. We do reservations on OpenTable, so you can get on our website.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for bringing me some tea.
You're welcome.
All right, Allison, I'll save you some. This is delicious.
Thank you. It's so fancy. We love it. Okay, from avocado toast to omelets to their signature pancakes, Kiki's Breakfast Cafe has something for everybody. It looks so yummy, and we're going to get a new taste of the new menu coming up right after the break. We love a brunch around here, and Kiki's Breakfast Cafe is here with us in our Kitchen Saver kitchen. Jen Law and Jesse Hernandez are talking summer brunch trends, and they have some new menu items. Welcome.
Thank you.
This looks fabulous.
Yeah, that's what we do.
All right. Yeah, you do. And we're going to get to what you really do, which is these pancakes in a second.
100% in a second.
But new menu, that's really exciting. What are we seeing that's new?
Yeah, so this summer we're really celebrating what we think is the perfect brunch spread. So full of abundance, color, freshness. We'll touch on a few trends.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Jesse explain a couple things that he brought and some of our signature items.
Yeah, I mean, from our omelets, they're in carbohydrate Greek omelet. It's amazing. We've got our lunch items like our Italian chicken panini. It's incredible. Roast red peppers, grilled chicken, provolone cheese, pesto mayo. I don't know what else you can want in that. I mean, we've got our stuffed French toast here, like our raspberry. Those are great for sharing at the table, or if you're like me, just eating by yourself, crushing it. we also got some cool different options as well, like our sunshine bowl. We're very well known for that. But we want to focus on a couple of different items here that we brought during the summer, like our avocado toast. I mean,
which is one of my favorite breakfast
well,
items.
we hope you try it today. It's incredible. So it's got fresh smashed avocado on there, diced tomatoes, feta cheese, everything bagel seasoning, because that just takes everything to the next level.
Yeah. My favorite hack is swapping that out for tahini.
Yes.
So if you're at a local cafe and you want to kick it up a little bit.
Yep. And you can add bacon on that. You can add an egg on that. You can add a bacon and egg on that. It's your life.
Meal.
Live it how you want to. But we also got some cool different coffee options that we're excited about. We're hearing great things from our guests.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
Well, this one, we're actually not finished yet. We want you to get a taste
went
this,
right for it.
but
What
we
do you
want
got?
you to experience it in its full glory. This is actually our caramel coffee. We got to top that off with whipped cream in a second. Some more caramel.
Okay.
We also have our cold brew available, and if you want to get your morning started off, and less traditional, a little more laid back way. Maybe it's your day off. I don't know. We're here to support it. So we also have our Bloody Mary there available for you guys.
He said, is it too early to have a Bloody Mary on the show? And I said, have you seen our show before?
Her response was, it's never too early.
And we like that attitude, but
we love
what's
that.
great about Kiki's is whether you're with your family, with your grandparents, or your kids, there's something for you.
Yeah.
You were chatting a little bit about trends, so that Bloody Mary is a great example of beverages really having a moment right now. So the extra coffee options, of course, but also zero proof and low proof options. So our Bloody Mary is actually made with a wine-based vodka alternative.
What does that mean? What is a wine-based?
So rather than your traditional vodka liquor, it's literally a wine-based spirit that's lower ABV, still tastes great. Hopefully you agree.
I did agree, but I need to try it again now that I know that it's wine-based.
So you can come in, you can indulge just a little bit, but feel confident you can still go out, conquer your day afterward. Don't need to go home and take a nap.
It's also light, like it isn't as acidic as maybe that you typically would find with that.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
We've been getting that a lot from our guests. Again, it's not as aggressive.
Yeah.
We're very much about, we don't want to say like neutral flavors, but again, very palatable flavor. Very palatable, yeah. We don't want like a bunch of acquired taste. We want it to be very, very open to our guests.
Yeah, we're all about elevated American classics, so something you can come back to.
So
again and again.
wait, can we have you watch him do that? Are we able
now
to see
I'm on the spot here, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
watch him cut this banana.
While they're chatting, I'm actually prepping up here to give these pancakes look great enough, right? But we're going to give them some extra
love.
love.
Chop up that banana.
So
Watch
we're
this.
going to do our classic Florida-style bananas here. So as we do in Kiki's, we move with purpose, as we say. So we're actually going to take these bad boys. We're going to top them. Move this out of the way a
and
little
this
bit.
is the thing to get. This is the staple.
This is our staple dish. So if I can mess anything up on camera, it would not. It shouldn't be this.
It won't be. I think that it would be perfect no matter what.
And you can get Florida style on French toast, on our waffles. So again, really bringing that Florida flavor, even though we're in 7 states now, hard to believe.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But we do have more than 22 in the Tampa area, so hopefully plenty of Kiki's near you to try out at home.
And tell us about the kids special that you have going on for the summer.
So
while
if
he's doing that.
if you're home this summer with the kids, Monday through Friday with any adult entree, you can get a kids meal for just $5, includes a beverage, breakfast and lunch items. And if you try that or any of our featured summer items, beverages, or the new avocado toast, you can also pick up a collectible summer road trip sticker.
Yeah,
just
that's
something
cute.
fun this summer. Travel coast to coast with us without ever leaving Tampa.
Yes, go check them out. It was amazing. Kikis.com if you want to learn more about it. You did a beautiful job. Thank you guys so much for being here. That was awesome.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, well, the animals at the zoo can't have a delicious breakfast like that. They can have a special treat this month. We tell you how Zoo Tampa is getting in on patriotic fun. That's coming up next. And we get to meet this little guy. can't wave an American flag or sing the national anthem, but that doesn't mean they're not getting patriotic in the month of July.
Yes, so here to give us the red, white, and blue details of what's happening at Zoo Tampa are Sandra and Amber, and this little guy here. Who do we have here?
So today we have Payne, who is our three-banded armadillo. He's in this box right now.
You can see him in there.
Yeah.
What's he doing in there?
So right now he's interacting with some enrichment. So it's almost like a toy for him. So we have this box over here that has sort of paper inside. But what he's going for is going to be that yummy food that's inside.
Okay, he found it.
Yeah, that's amazing. So this is just one of the animals that we can see there at the zoo. So talk about what's going on at the zoo for the month of July.
So the Red, White, and Zoo celebration, it's in honor of celebrating America's 250th. So we thought that why not extend it? Because, you know, we usually do something at the zoo on the 4th of July, but we wanted to do a month-long celebration. So on America Mondays and Freedom Fridays, there'll be different animals having enrichment. Also on Stripes and Stars and Stripes Saturdays and Sundays, we have food specials, as you can
Amazing.
see, different, you know, purchase items, swag
Okay.
that people can buy, shirts, anything. So we have a full-blown celebration at the zoo month-long of July.
I love that. So you mentioned your shirt. I love the shirt that you're wearing here, the Zoo Tampa with the little American flag
And
on
an
that.
otter.
Yeah, I love that. That is so cute. Very cute.
Ping was having a tough time
Yeah.
over here. He finally got into the box. He was tipping it over. But why is it so important to be able to not necessarily interact, but really learn about some of these animals and what they're doing?
Yeah, it's really important because these aren't going to be animals you're going to be able to see out in Florida. So we do have armadillos in Florida,
Yeah.
but Payne here is going to be an armadillo species found out in Central and South America in the rainforest. Being able to see these little guys, learn about them, make that connection with them, and find out how we can help them out in the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
And you-
for kids to learn a lot about this, it really just changes their idea of the world around them.
It really does, yeah. Being able to see and Payne interact with these things, be able to make a connection with him and see his natural behavior, something not be able to see him in there every day, but also being able to see like the elephants and the rhinos, be able to make those connections too is super important.
Yeah, and I was saying, like, he's smaller than I expected, but that's because of the certain type that he is.
Yeah,
right.
because certain type he is. Like, he's going to be a three-band armadillo. So he has done some major growing in his life. So when he was born, he was about the size of a ping pong ball.
Ping pong, which
Yeah.
is why he's named Ping.
That's why he's named Ping.
Love it.
He's
I love
so
it.
active. Is
Yes.
this normal?
This is normal for Ping. Yeah, Ping here is a pro coming out and interacting. He
Oh, he's gonna-
absolutely loves
He's
enrichment.
going to climb out of this little wagon. So how close can kids or adults, get? Is this about as close as they can get to an animal like Ping?
Yeah, so for our wildlife connections, it could be different animals, some mammals, birds, and reptiles. And so they can get close about as this. And with the reptiles, maybe an opportunity to do some touching.
Oh, I love that.
And you have a lot of those behind the
Yeah.
scenes and those enrichment programs at the zoo that have to be so much fun for the whole family, not
Our
just the kids.
signature,
Yes.
our signature encounters. Again, adding on to what Amber said, it's just to have people connect, have that connection. Of all ages, gets to connect with the animals, and then they can appreciate wildlife and be conservation advocates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is so important, especially in
Yes.
our area. We're so connected to. Oh,
Yes, I know. I'm worried he's going to jump out. Look, he's figuring it out. He's got it. So this is all through the month of July, correct?
Yes.
And is there special pricing for it, or is it just all of this enrichment comes with the
It
price
comes
of
with
admission?
the admission. Also, in honor of America's 250th, and also celebrating our heroes, we are offering complimentary tickets to Hillsborough County teachers, Hillsborough County employees, City of Tampa employees, and active duty. And all the information is on our website, so they can go on our website and find out all that information.
Yes, and all the different dates and all the activities that are
Yes.
going on as well. That's wonderful. Really appreciate that. Okay, so what's he going to do now? He's
looking for more.
He's getting all the zoomies out like dogs, like when they run around. It looks
yeah,
like.
or he's like a kid. They gave him too much sugar. He got too many of his little snacks. Well, that's great. Okay, so go to the website. You can get all the information one more time, zootampa.org.
I thought he was jumping out.
Thank you guys for being here. This was
Thank
great.
you.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, so from funky furniture to designer decor, there is something for everyone at the Indy Flea Market. Tomorrow on Great Day Live, we're going to check out the latest sale happening this weekend. Salvador Dali loved altering a viewer's perception of reality with his art, and the newest experience at the Dali Museum fits right in with the master painter's dreamlike style. Beth Bell from the Dali is here to tell us all about Surreal Nature. It's good to have you back.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, the video that I've seen of this, it looks absolutely incredible.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
The visuals are incredible. It's really taking nature and looking at it in a completely new way.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're not just viewing it, you're stepping inside of it. It's completely
a total,
surrounding
Yeah,
it.
and it's experience. So this is in the Dome, so just explain what it is.
It's called Surreal Nature. It is a little over 30 minutes. It's a collaboration with Arte Museum, who's a leader in digital art experiences. And it sort of takes you through, there's two parts, land and water. So you're able to experience these waterfalls cascading around you, or waves crashing at your feet, and flowers blooming. And it's really a relaxing and meditative experience.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about this because I said, what age range could come and see this?
I feel like it's for anyone.
Yeah.
We offer shows during the day, so it's great for a family outing, and I think kids of all ages, the folks that we've had in to see it for previews have all loved it, including kids. And then we have evening shows too, so it's great for a date night or a girls' night or a night with friends. And the cafe's open, so you can make it a whole evening.
Yeah, make it a whole experience there at the Dali. So this was uniquely designed for this kind of format.
It was. So Arte Museum has other locations around the world and similar content, but not put together in this way and never before in this dome format. So they were great to work with in terms of custom designing it, and it's exclusively at the Dome, and the first time it's in Florida as well.
Oh, that's so fun. And it opens July 10th.
This Friday,
This
yes.
Friday. You can go and check it out. You've been in, obviously. You've seen it. You've experienced that 30 minutes. Just what is that like to just stand in there?
I think it's a nice escape. You know, summers get busy and hectic, and I think it's a place where you can just slow down and sit back and let your mind wander and really soak it in. You know, it's beautiful visually, so you are tempted to take out your phone and take a photo, but also I would encourage people to just relax.
Just watch it.
Yes.
Just be a part of that. Yeah. Can you sit? Can you stand? Is there? You're seeing people do both.
Yeah, we want folks to walk around because
Okay.
it looks different at different angles, but we do have chairs as well as bean bags. Some people like to sit or lie on the floor, so it's really up to the viewer.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a limited time. So, I mean, this when it opens, you're going to want to go and really see it.
Yes, we're not sure how long it'll be here,
Yeah.
certainly through the summer, and it's a great summer experience. It's a great way to experience nature and the comfort of the air conditioning as well.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a hot time this time
We've
of
been
year.
having some rough couple of weeks, so this
Yes.
is perfect. How does this really fit in with the Dali? Because it really does feel like just the perfect partnership.
Yeah, I mean, we use our dome to kind of celebrate art of all forms. Our previous dome shows have been very music related. We asked our viewers what they'd like to see. Music rises to the top, but so did nature. And so
Okay.
this was a great collaboration. Arte, again, museum is a leader in this field, and it blends this beauty, imagination, and innovation all together. So it seems like a perfect fit for the Salvador Dali Museum. Plus, Dali was inspired by nature as well.
Right.
So it's a new perspective, just
Yeah.
as Dali would want us to look.
Well, it looks stunning. I cannot wait to see it. It looks amazing. Thank you for being here.
Of course, you're welcome
Yeah.
to come anytime.
Wonderful. Thank you. Again, that's this Friday. Go check it out. And you can go to the Dali and go to the website and check it all out. And it's beautiful. And thanks so much.
Thank you.
Okay, well, speaking of nature, what does nature have in store for us today?
Hot day today.
day.
And you know what? It's only going to get hotter, unfortunately. So
gosh.
our hottest days are ahead of us this week.
Oh,
so
wow.
got to prepare for it. We'll have a chance for rain today, which will briefly cool us down. But then we know how it goes here in Florida. It rains, and then it's almost like sauna as soon as it rains. It cools us down like a degree
Yeah,
or
that
two.
doesn't really work here.
It doesn't, it doesn't help. It doesn't do the same thing as it does in other places, the rain. But we do have a few offshore showers right now. Those will kind of gradually drift inland over the next couple of hours. Our rain coverage pretty low today, but not none. The most important thing is kind of the placement. We could have some storms right in the heart of downtown Tampa around lunchtime. So if you have lunch plans in Tampa today, probably a good idea to have the umbrella with you. A few isolated showers down to Manatee and Sarasota County, and then storms will kind of gradually push east through the early afternoon. Some heavier downpours will be possible within that, but very similar to yesterday. By the time the evening commute rolls around, we should be mostly dry across the area. Most of the rain will be pushing inland at that point, but still hot and humid. Now tomorrow we get that Saharan dust, which is going to help lower our rain chances for us. So tomorrow maybe a spotty shower around 5 or 6 o'clock, but otherwise it's going to be a dry and just very hot day. That's kind of thing. You don't get any of that rain and some of that kind of sea breeze to really help develop, then you get the really hot temperatures. So it is going to be a pretty steamy day tomorrow. In fact, we're at dangerous heat levels. More than likely, we'll have a heat advisory issued for the area tomorrow. Some spots kind of feels like temperatures up to 110 tomorrow afternoon. So very, very hot. That's kind of just a general overview of our rain timing. Like I was talking about, we'll have 11 to 2 up to the coast and then 2 to 5 inland. Feels like temperatures today still plenty hot, still upwards of 107 or so.
Oh my goodness.
So, gonna be hot. This is 4 o'clock. 102 to 107 feels like Tampa around 103, St. Pete around 105. So still important you're staying hydrated. I mean, even if we stepped outside right now in the sun, it already feels pretty brutal out there.
It does.
And then tomorrow it just gets even hotter. So with that, again, lack of rain, we're just going to have to heat up even more. Maybe 111 tomorrow afternoon in Bradenton is the feels like temperature.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we know the drill, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, one of our guests has a question for you. Allison, who do you have with you?
Yeah, Laura's going to chat a book fair coming up in just a couple of minutes. But first, what's your question for Courtney?
Can you tell us about El Nino right now?
She wants to know about El Nino.
Oh,
right
El
now.
Nino. Okay, yeah, wow, great question. So El Nino developed a couple months ago. It was official, and now it's only strengthening. So essentially what that does for our forecast in terms of hurricane season and even just our general storm season, it takes the jet stream and pushes it a little further our direction. So jet stream, a very fast tunnel of air that's in the upper levels of the atmosphere, creates some wind shear, helps steer storm systems our way. So what that does for us in terms of tropical systems, it kind of tears them apart and lessens the activity for us. But then in terms of rain and storms, it usually leaves us a little bit wetter, especially as we go into the fall months, which we need the rain so bad.
Okay.
So we'll hope that El Nino does its thing for us in the fall because we need the rain really badly. But great question. I love talking about anything tropics, so thank you for that. But
yes, I learned something too.
yes,
Thank you.
and El Nino is very strong this year, one of the strongest potentially, which will hopefully keep our season nice and quiet again. But until then, hot and humid, those afternoon storms.
All right. Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you.
There's been a bookstore boom in Tampa Bay, and our next guests are part of it. We get to know Bookends Bookstore and why you can inspire your kids to read at an Oxford Exchange event. That's coming up next.
Well, for all you book lovers out there, here's a nonfiction story you can all get behind. Independent bookstores have increased 70% since 2020 nationally, and they are thriving here locally as well. In fact, there's a new spot to visit in Ybor City. Joining us now is the owner of Bookends, Robert Jordan. So welcome to the show. Great to have you here.
Thank you. Well, good to be here.
Yeah, so, when I look at Instagram, I've seen several small independent bookstores opening in Tampa Bay, and I love to see that. Why do you think this is happening? Why do you think there's such a trend right now?
Well, I mean, people love to read, but people want the personal touch that independent bookstores have. And so, we've been doing this as a pop-up for several years. We bought an old building in Ybor. It's a 100-year-old house, and we've been renovating it for several years. So we did a bookmobile, pop-ups, and we found that people who, especially young people, love a physical book. They love to talk about books. And so we just opened our store finally last week. So we've been open 1 week now at our location in Ybor.
Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about your bookstore. Does it have, a niche? Do you specialize in something?
Well, we have something of everything, but we do like to feature local authors, and we've worked a lot with local authors at various events, and we have several coming up this month. So we have Heather Sellers is professor at USF. She has a new book out of poetry, Women in Tampa Talking About Alligators. She'll be talking about that book later this month.
Cool.
Paul Wilborn, we'll be doing an event with him. He has a new fiction book, weaving around Charlie Wall, one of Tampa's original mobsters.
Yeah.
So that'll be a lot of fun. His books are a wild ride.
Yeah, and I know you're there in Ybor City, and there's so much history in Ybor. Do you have a lot of books about Ybor City specifically?
We do. And people love Ybor history, and whenever we do an event like that, those are most well attended. People are very proud of their heritage. My wife and her sister, who really are the owners of the bookstore, I'm just kind of along for the ride. Their family has very deep roots. Their great-grandparents all immigrated from Spain and Italy to Ybor City. So we kind of paid homage with that, with our logo here.
Love this
so
logo.
Here's their great-grandfather rolling cigars.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Their great-uncle was a lector, which if you don't know, the cigar factories hired someone to read classic literature to the workers. So they were among the most well-educated people in Tampa. And so we like to keep that spirit alive.
Yeah, I love that. And you were all former teachers.
Yes. So it's my wife, her sister Laurie and Terry, and then me, and then Laurie's husband Bill. We're all educators, and so we still are. We're just in a different venue now.
Yeah, so people can go in there. I love that you said that people like to talk about books, because they do, and so this way they have people to talk with since you all will be there.
And our customers are the nicest people. It's just amazing how much people just love to talk about books.
Yeah. Well, what kind of books are people reaching for right now? Is there something that's trending?
Romantasy is the hot thing right now. We have a Romantasy book club that's meeting there once a month. Sports romance is also, hockey romance is very big.
Yes, I know. I have teenagers, and they love their hockey romance books.
And so that's the hot thing right now. But, everything, fiction, history, it just, people want to read and love to read, and that's a great thing.
That's amazing. You said the full name of the bookstore is?
So it's Bookends, Literature, and Libations.
Yep.
So we have our kitchen and coffee will be opening soon. We have to, of course, get that the permitting on that. So that'll be within weeks.
Perfect.
And then eventually we'll hope to have beer and wine as well.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for sharing your store with us. Really appreciate it. And there's a website right there if you'd like to find out more, or the Instagram. You can go there and check it out.
You'll see our schedule.
Thank you. All right, our book theme continues. Allison, what do you have going on over there?
Yeah, we're just going to keep this love of reading going. This time, though, we're going to bring the little ones along with us, because the Oxford Exchange Children's Book Fair lets the community meet the authors of their favorite books. And Laura Taylor is here today to tell us all about it. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this is great. So you've been doing a book fair that included everybody, adults and children, since 2015?
Yes.
So this is long running, but you split off the children's portion. Why'd you do that?
Well, originally we had about 30, maybe 35 authors, and we would split the rooms. But then as we grew, it turned out that we just had too many to accommodate.
Yeah.
So now our adult book fair is centered around Independent Bookstore Day in May. And then we had about 55, 60 authors, and that really filled the building. And then for this, we also have an additional 60 authors. So
That's incredible to have that many authors.
so many. It's great.
Yeah. What's it like to get them all together?
Oh my gosh, there's so much buzz. They're all talking, they're sharing notes, they're, really kind of sharing the experience of what, their book journey and how they put their story to paper.
Yeah, and really getting the kids involved in reading young makes such a huge difference.
Yeah. And children's books are really for everyone. We all can read them. So
They all have a tale.
They all have a tale, they have a special story, or, so they can be enjoyed by all. But for the children's book fair in general, we see a huge variety. So kids from, 2, 3, grandparents buying books for their children, and it's just a really nice day. It's
What's
really
that like
special.
to see the kids experience this and meet the authors and see the books?
Do you know, it's really, when you see in the children's eyes that, hey, I can be a writer too.
Yeah.
So it's that possibility that it opens up. It's magical. So it's a really, I think it's getting down to reading and books just right at the beginning of the journey.
Yeah, why is it so important to really, too, focus on local authors who are here in our backyards?
Well, it's really our stories, right? So that's the one thing about independent bookstores, also, independent authors, and, it's the stories of our community and what we, are thinking about and talking about, and, so.
Yeah, and there's a donation piece,
Yes.
giving back to the community part of this book fair as well.
So Hillsborough Education Foundation does a supply drive, and the summer's the perfect time. Any new crayons, markers, anything that they would need in the school system is greatly appreciated. We gather them all, people bring them, and we get them to the Hillsborough Education Foundation.
That's wonderful. You're going to see local authors and giving back to the community. That's great. So if people want to come out to this book fair, when is it? Obviously, it's at the Oxford Exchange.
So it is free. It's this Sunday from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. We have it in 2 parts of the building. So this time we have it downstairs at OE Studio and also upstairs in our Commerce Club. And there's street parking. We have some overflow parking at the Magnolia lot. So please join us.
Yeah, just come out and check out some really good books, some good reads.
Meet some new people, authors, and make some new friends.
Wonderful. Thanks for being here to share that with us.
Thank you for
We appreciate it.
having
Have a
me.
great time at it, too.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, you can't enjoy summer without enjoying a classic hot dog.
I know I had a few over the weekend.
so good.
For more than 53 years, Mel's Hot Dogs in Tampa has been serving up some of the best in town.
This is my favorite. It kind of shows like his big personality that he had. I mean, Mel's this old hippie musician who came down here to play music and ended up selling hot dogs. I think that that story is amazing to me.
Mel's Hot Dog on 4136 East Bush Boulevard. We're right next door to Busch Gardens.
JD, you're with JD.
This location's been here since 1973, where Mel Lohan had started out because he was looking for a Chicago hot dog, and there wasn't any in the area, so he decided to start a hot dog shop. And then after 50 years, he decided to retire. And so when he put it up for sale, myself and my husband and his family all have been frequent customers and did not want to see it lost. So we decided to buy it, and we've kept everything pretty much the same.
I mean, it's super simple. I mean, we do hot dogs, but we don't do just any hot dogs. We do the best hot dogs. Vienna beef, to your filet mignon hot dogs.
I'm from Chicago, and these are very good hot dogs. Vienna beef is the best hot dog in the world.
It's a Chicago-style hot dog, so I didn't know much about Chicago-style hot dogs until I worked here. But all of our product is Vienna beef, sauerkraut, pickles, relish, our buns, all coming from Chicago. Chicago dog comes on a poppy seed hot dog bun, has mustard, onion, relish, pickle, tomato, celery salt, hot sport peppers. That's a Chicago dog. A Reuben dog is warm sauerkraut, Thousand Island, melted with Swiss cheese on top. That's a house favorite. Children come with their parents, their grandparents, and now they have children. So it's like, you know, I think I'm working on 4 generations of watching people come with their families. And you get to stop in, they're like, oh, you know, I wondered if that little hot dog place was still here. The hot dog place is still here.
And everybody enjoys coming here, loving the hot dogs, and enjoys the nostalgic thing. We don't want to change it. You know, we're not looking to modernize it or making anything different. We're keeping it the same.
A hot dog now.
Oh, so good.
Good. Hey, when you're on social media today, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Great Day Live Tampa Bay.
And if you want to watch any of the segments again from today's show, if you missed details on the new exhibit at the Dali or where the newest Tampa bookshop is located, you can watch the show again at 3 p.m. on our free 10 Tampa Bay streaming app. Download and watch on Roku TV, Fire TV, and Apple TV. We had a lot of great food on
so
today.
So much food.
Did
yes.
they leave those pancakes? They better. Yeah, we got to go get some.
I'm sure they did.
Well, thanks so much for watching today. Coming up on the next Great Day Live, if you love puppies, this volunteer opportunity is for you. We tell you more about it tomorrow.
And St. Pete bargain shoppers will be setting their alarms for the 53rd annual Sunrise Sale. We'll have a preview for you tomorrow. Well, thanks for watching today.
Have a great one. We'll see you back here tomorrow. The Great Day Live Kitchen is sponsored by Kitchen Saver, custom cabinet renewal.